Okay, before we see our Monte Carlo, Python implementation, let's first understand the gym environment, okay? Because now on we will be, majorly we will be seeing our example using gym environment because it provides us, diverse, collection of environment. Until now, what we were doing, we were, creating our own environment and, implementing all the algorithms in Python to see the how it works, right? Like value iteration, policy iteration, all of those. Now on, we will be using gym library for accessing the environment. And why we are using gym environment? Let's understand the reason. Okay, so basically gym is provided by OpenAI platform. So basically this OpenAI gym is a toolkit for developing and comparing reinforcement learning algorithms. So it provides a diverse collection of environment that help you test and develop the RL agents we will be working with. Okay, and the each gym environment has these information that you see: observation space, action space, reset, step, render. So let's understand what all this information is. So basically first is observation space. So observation is space, it contains a description of the format of observation that the environment returns. So for example, the observation might be images, arrays, numbers, or dictionaries of values. Okay, now action space. So action space is a description of format of the action that environment expects. So for example, the action might be discrete, like choosing from set of predefined option, or can be continuous, like specifying a value within a range. Next we have is reset function. So this function basically resets the environment to its initial state and return the initial observations. Now next is step action function. Okay, so this function basically takes an action and return the new observation, reward. So it returns multiple things, not only observation. It returns rewards, it returns done flag. So whether the so it indicates whether the episode has over or not, and then additional information like debugging and monitoring tools. Okay, and last is render. So this function basically it's a function that render the current state of the environment. So uh, for for basically visualization purposes. Okay, we'll see in Monte Carlo example as well. And so overall, by providing the standardized interface for these component, gym allow developer like us to write reinforcement learning algorithm that work across a variety of environment and allow researchers to compare the performance of different algorithm on the same task. Okay, so let's take an example. So for example, in a card poll, so basically it's a game. Okay, so there is a card poll environment. Okay, so the observation space, we'll see this example as well later in later part. So basically the observation space is a four-dimensional box containing the position and velocity of cart and pole. So the action space is two-dimensional, that is discrete space for moving the cart left or right, and the reward function return a value of 1 for each time step. So that's that is the pole is with the help of that it balance the pole, uh, otherwise it will return zero reward. Okay, so the done condition is true if the pole angle is too large or the cart move too far from the center. Okay, so the information dictionary contain additional information such as episode length and the number of step taken. So all this information. So we'll see this carpol example as well in future videos, but let's now see the implementation of Monte Carlo.